Hootie.
Funny to be back here.
Yeah.
Let it face Central.
It feels comfortable. Feels like yesterday.
Yeah. We need more
Feels like-
blood. If she had more blood on her, it'd be better.
And it should be a little hotter.
Yeah.
And you should smell.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he could never change his costume.
So I wore the same clothes for 28 days.
This is pretty dang delightful. We got a breeze. Yeah, we're in fresh clothes.
We have air conditioning.
Yeah, what could be nicer? Way back in the day, I can remember Toby, Kim, and I trying to think of a sequel. That was way back in the day. And then, as the years went by, everybody and their brother was trying to write a sequel. And I'm always anxious to see what they come up with next, in the storylines.
We always thought of the Chainsaw family as just the four of us and dead grandma. But apparently the Sawyer clan was quite large. So that as the original story ends, the Sawyer clan gathers very quickly because there's trouble brewing. And I'm one of this Sawyer clan, and I'm, as described in the script, a rough-looking Sawyer, like the others weren't.
Drayton was played incredibly by the late, great Jim Seadow, who is a good friend of mine and with whom I got to work on Chainsaw 2. And so it's kind of funny. It's coming back and playing Drayton. I like to say it's kind of like Moe coming back and playing Curly in a remake of The Three Stooges. So it's a little strange, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm really happy to have been handed the responsibility to do right by Jim.
Hey, Drayton, you know why I'm here. Come out, gray jig, hands above your head.
He was protecting the house, protecting the family. They were strangers come up on the property.
That ain't the way I heard.
You know, I'm certainly channeling his spirit, which is a wonderful one. The character is, nothing that I could ever equal, in the sense that, I'm not really trying necessarily to make you forget Jim Seadow. Really, my job, as far as I'm concerned, is to just pay homage to him and to, just get the humor of Jim's performance, which is amazing. You throw like a girl, you son of a bitch! All I can say to the fans is, look what your brother did to the door!
The design of this house was predicated by the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We did our best forensically to reproduce it in the ways we did it. They had sold the house and chopped it up and moved it to somewhere in Texas, and it became a restaurant. So we sent someone to the actual house and measured every square inch of it. And then we pulled lots of screen grabs off the film and did our best through that process to replicate every aspect of the house, down to moldings, butcher paper on the walls, feathers, bones, tables, and chairs. Film is a very powerful tool. You can see a lot from it in details.
And originally, when I first started scouting, we tried to just find a house as close as we could, but it's such a unique home that we decided just to build it. But now that you build the house, where are you going to put it? So, this movie was shot in Texas, and we're in Louisiana, and we were able to find a location that was very similar in the geography of the original location, with the orientation of the road, with the tree line, even down to the row of trees behind the house. And so when I came across this place, it was a thrill.
I just think it brings authenticity to the whole project. It gives it a little bit of stature that it didn't have, and it gives a little honor to the original that's needed. I got to tell you, I was standing in the driveway and I watched Gunnar Hansen come out of the van, walk up this driveway for the first time. And all he could tell me was, wow, this is so creepy, I can't believe it. This brings back 40 years. Wow, look at this. And he was just so impressed by what Carl Mazzacone had done to replicate the house to scale, down to the bushes, the swing set, everything.
Oh my goodness. Here's that infamous door. Boy, they did a great job on that. Everything looks so real, down to the wallpaper. And the stairs. Oh my goodness, they even did the wallpaper upstairs. That light blue with the little white flowers. They did some detail here. It's kind of like yesterday. I keep wanting to look behind my back and make sure somebody isn't chasing me here now. And the bone room. Oh my goodness. This is just as filthy and dirty as it was the first time around. The feathers all over the floor, the dust. Oh, the sweltering heat. And the suffocation. When you breathe, you get a combination of feathers and dust. Oh, it's done so well. Every detail. From this mask hanging over to the table, to the skull on the table, and the armadillo. Oh my goodness. And the chicken. Oh, my favorite friend, the chicken. And I'm so glad that he isn't real now. The first one was, they did a little taxidermy on their own. Unfortunately, they didn't know what they were doing, and we had to endure it for quite a long time. Oh, the infant's bucket. That was a great bucket. I really enjoyed putting my head over this. That wasn't sound effects when it hit the bucket. That's how it sounded, and that's how hard it was in my head. So I was really ready to get out of this picture by the time I got ready to get up and jump out this window. Well, there is that famous door that dear Leatherface slammed with all the little critters hanging on the wall. And that gave me chills that very first day. Did you think they really nailed this design when you saw it?
That was great. It's like being back on the set. Even the heat feels like it's being back on the original location.
His mind's starting to dissolve. Problem with age, your mind starts to go.
Okay, this is the Andrew Bernesky slams the door. This is the original slams the door.
When you start to develop a screenplay and you make a choice to pick up from the end of the movie and everything that it entails, and you dream of getting the original Leatherface and reuniting the cast, you actually are standing here now looking out the window as the police cars are arriving, and you've got a perfectly replicated house down to scale perfection, and I'm looking at the original Leatherface standing in the doorway, who's just complimented all our work and had very little to say, and as far as the most minute changes, it's amazing, just amazing.
There's the gag where I'm sitting by the window. It's the exact spot that Leatherface sat in when he looks out the window and is thinking, where are all these people coming from? So I said, why don't we just let him sit in that chair, and then I can do some business where I'm kind of, doing the tooth thing with the tongue, because it'll be a real obvious reference to the original Chainsaw.
Hey, what's up, son?
Hello. Whoa, wow. Oh my God. You did a beautiful job.
Hey, guys.
Hey, John Dugan. John Lessenham. Nice to meet you. Welcome back.
Okay, guys, I need to clear everybody out. Thank you. Oh, you guys, I gotta clear.
Filmmaker friend of mine from Richmond, Kentucky, emailed me and said that they did some research, and you have the longest span of years between reprising a role of any actor. It's wild. It was like a flashback. It was 38 years ago. Just walking up and seeing the house, and then seeing all the props and everything. The chicken, the live chicken. How long do chickens live? That's not the same chicken, is it?
You did what you have to do, Sheriff. I think it's really a great idea, just script-wise, to start this movie as the last one ends. That just is wonderful. I only wish there was, it was all about us. Fuckers ain't getting nobody in this family. We're Sawyers.
We are shooting pretty much the end of me and the whole Sawyer family. The townspeople come, kind of a lynch mob thing, and they want Leatherface. And the Sawyer family does not want to give Leatherface up because he's family.
My character he's really the one who makes the choice and pushes the cook, Drayton, pushes the cook into giving up Leatherface. So I think that's great. I mean, that to me is the wonderful thing about doing this is that I get to make fun of the character I played and be the one who sends him off supposedly to his fate.
And then all the shit hits the fan.
Everybody ready? Rolling, and action on the gunfire.
A lot of gunfire, man. Sorry, sir. They got your tail feathers in a rattle. We're trying to take care of it. Oh, man. Can you believe those shots?
As a result, I almost get shot because these idiots wouldn't just let me do my job. I really don't know. I think it's goat hair. It looks like Don Cornelius's afro from Soul Train. I mean, I don't know how they even found that, but it looks just like that. Look, I mean, that's it. Just pull that little piece down right there. Peace and soul.
Blackjack, old number 7. Finest whiskey made. A little Molotov cocktail for the boys inside.
Like that.
Okay, here we go. And Molotov cocktail action. Special delivery.
Woo-hoo! That's movie making, boys and girls. That's movie making.
I got 10 moving cars. I got 20 people with guns. I've got another 8 inside. Fire, explosives. There'll be hangings, draggings, you name it, as we burn this house down.
Everybody, please take your spots.
It's all you first. After an odd, Sheriff. Can't get around the good book.
Help a job, bud. That's what that's the front there.
Well, it takes a little bit of preparation. First, we have construction build the house, and we came in and plumbed the whole house, knocked out all the drywall, put propane bars. There's many propane tanks behind the house that fueled it. Before we filmed, we went in there and fueled it with additional fuel, some diesel and some white gas. I was concerned that it would get out of hand, but for a couple days, we came and wet down the whole area with water trucks just to be safe. And so the fire department's always there because they sign off on it. If there was a big fire and this got out of hand, they would step in and take care of it.
I took a picture today of the fire, and there's a face in it. Do you see the face in the fire? We burned the devil down. It happened here tonight. And we walk away with the experience of having touched a few people's lives in the process, because both Gunnar Hansen, Marilyn Burns, and John Dugan, it was a remarkable homecoming for them, coming back into a house they hadn't been in for 38 years, and a house that was responsible for the birth of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the start of their careers. So it was really pretty profound experience.